What is going on, guys? Eggy247 here, back with another video. And the day I never thought would come has finally come. So if you guys didn't know, which you probably didn't because Jack's channel is completely irrelevant, not that mine's any better, but his is a lot worse. He deleted his track "Do What I Want Me" that I reacted to not long ago. And honestly, I thought that was all in the clear, that was it and done. But no, he has recorded yet another track called Fat Boy. This better be better than the last one, because that last one was trash. And yes, I know you can see my OBS, and that probably looks really weird the way you can see that kind of thing. But this video needs to get out ASAP because it's a reaction, and my editing skills are not that great. So we're gonna get straight on with this. First thoughts is that you clearly copied me with your title and official audio and all that, which is fine because that's how you do it properly. I've noticed he's included eggy bread into the thing, which no one calls me, so I don't know what that's all about. And you've also spelt fat with a PH, which actually means cool. So, I mean, cheers. Anyway, let's actually listen to the track. I hope it's louder than the last one. And he's put the lyrics in the description. He listened to me from last time. He's put the lyrics in the description and some notes as well, apparently. So let's give this a listen. Thankfully, I don't have to react for as long because it's only 2 minutes. I don't have to watch a 5-minute video like I did last time. But let's get straight in with this. I'm actually quite nervous because I messaged Ollie saying what did he think, and he said it is substantially better than the last one, and some of it even flows better than Incest did, which, by the way, will be up on Spotify pretty soon, remastered version because the audio's trash. So, yeah, I don't see this going on Spotify anytime soon, but let's just see what it's like anyway, because you may take me by surprise. Ollie says that he's done a pretty good job this time. I'm kind of nervous because I know he has a lot of stuff up his sleeve. I'm hoping it's louder, and I'm hoping it's not monotone, but enough of me ranting on. Let's get into the video. Let's hit play. So far, we've got a very dark backing track, and I kind of like that. It's kind of good for a kind of like a hatred diss track. It kind of builds up some seriousness. Okay, interesting. I'm assuming it's going to build up and he's going to start. Okay, I see. I'm liking this so far. I know he didn't make this because it's obviously 24 degrees, but I'm liking the choice of track.
7, you're a big fat prick. Now I would say, go and suck a dick, but I've heard that. You're into that shit. You've had your fun, now it's time for my bit.
That is already absolutely 10 times better than that last bit. That was brilliant. He has definitely learned.
Now I would say, go and suck a dick, but I've heard that. You're into that shit. You've had your fun, now it's time for my bit.
Good rhyming, good flow, good everything so far. I'm not going to deny any of that. You know, fair enough, I'm pansexual. I'm openly going to say that. That's my choice. I'm going to do that. But how did I know that was coming as well, that kind of thing? So what did he say again? Let's analyse.
7, you're a big fat prick.
Big fat prick, fair enough. I've used that many a times.
I would say, go and suck a dick.
He would say, go suck a dick. I'm into that shit.
You've had your fun, now it's time for my bit.
I kind of feel like it's inspired by Bazinga. You know, and it's like, well, you want to spin, well, you've been spun. Don't get me started. On rice gum. I kind of feel like it's following that kind of flow. I kind of like it in a way. But let's just carry on with the next verse.
Sat over there with your iPhone 7. I'm still there waiting for my iPhone 11. Take dick pics for Hannah on your iPhone 7. I'm sending multiple on my iPhone 11.
So this is something about an iPhone 11 and something about Hannah, which, if you guys don't know, is actually over right now. But I don't know if you guys even knew who Hannah was. Hannah was my girlfriend, and we broke up just like last week or something. So I think this might have been written before then, because he's talking about me sending pictures to her, which I don't recall, but
I've heard that. You're into that shit. You've had your fun.
This again.
It's time for my bit. Sat over there with your iPhone 7.
Sat over there with your iPhone 7.
I'm still there waiting for my iPhone 11.
Still here waiting for my iPhone 11, was that? Oh, someone likes it. Anyway. I'm stood here waiting for my iPhone 11. Take dick pics for Hannah on your iPhone 7 while I'm sending multiple on my iPhone 11. I am going to go out and say this with a completely honest mind. you know, I'm saying this completely honestly. The reason I hesitated there is because I was reading that paragraph, and I'm going to respect that in a second. But I have never in my entire life sent a dick pic, and I never intend to, because that is too dangerous, and I don't want anything to do with that. Whether you have or not, I do not know. But if you have sent multiple, I guarantee none of them were well received. I'm obviously going to criticise this because it is a diss track war. Now, what he said here is, so the microphone I used had no pop filter, so there are a few pops and hisses in the audio. That's fine. Substantially better quality than your last one. Now, at this point, I am pissing about. I made this clear to Eggy a good while ago. Whether he has remembered is a different story. I have remembered. This is pure joke. This isn't like a real hatred or anything. Me and Jack are good friends. He was here the other day, just kind of chilling, had a sleepover and stuff like that. It sounds really shit to call it a sleepover now, and when you're in sixth form and college, but I don't know what else to say. He stayed here the other night. We played some games and stuff. Like we are good friends. This is purely jokes and stuff. But let's carry on.
And take dick pics for hand on your iPhone 7. I'm sending multiple on my iPhone 11.
You could make that a bit clearer, because I couldn't really tell what you said at the beginning, but again, clearer than your last track.
Pretty sure that's how you got on a rotten. That's also why the other side of your bed is so barren. I'll admit seeing you with someone is awesome, but next time you're going to have to take some caution.
Again, better flow, but it's not brilliant. So I'm going to have to read it again because I didn't quite pick up on it. I'm pretty sure that's how you got all rotten. That's also why the other side of your bed is barren. I'll admit seeing you with someone is wholesome, but next time you're going to have to take some caution. Oof. Okay.
I'll admit you're pretty good at rapping, but you complete shit at scrapping. You remember Tom Clark was slapping, and we had to come in and smack him?
What's that? Come again? I'll admit. Oh, he's remembered that. I'll admit you're pretty good at rapping, but you're complete shit at scrapping. You remembered when Tom Clark was slapping and we had to come in and smack him. Not entirely true, but I remember that. One of the first fights I've ever attempted to fight back in, but that was a couple of years ago now. Absolutely, knock him into next week now, but that's beside the point. I'm pretty good at... So there was this guy called Tom Clark who got cocky with me, and he basically hit me in the face, and I missed mine in return. You didn't step in, Ben stepped in, and no one hit anyone, apart from he hit me. Nothing else happened, Ben walked in and split us apart. Although, I think what this is a reference to is they jumped him, but I can't remember whether that happened or whether that was a rumour. It would make sense if it did happen. So, respect for you guys for doing that, by the way. I didn't even realise you did that. But anyway, next lyric. For a 2-minute track, this is a long pause.
When you're old and grey, you'll think life is a blur. Everything to you will just be an anchor. You'll be reaching for your out of hair, screaming like a madman.
Sugar.
It feel like life is hell. Your music will never outsell. The reason you don't want people to tell, your YouTube career would have fell.
The first bit was slurred together, so I'm going to have to read that bit, but the next bit sounded good. Okay, so we've got, when you're old and grey, you'll think life was a blur. Everything to do will just be an anchor. Everything to you will just be an anchor, sorry. You'll be reaching for your artificial hair, screaming like a madman, come here, sugar. Okay, so that's a reference to the sugar thing that I talked about in the last video, and last reaction video. You'll be reaching for your artificial hair. Interesting. And then we'll go, it'll feel like life is hell, your music will never outsell. Pretty solid. The reason you don't want people to tell, your YouTube career would have fell. To be honest, my YouTube career is probably not going to take off, to be honest. But I mean that's a good roast, I guess, because it's never going to take off, and you've pointed that out. So thanks. No, I'm joking. It's a diss track. You say what you want.
You earning much off your paper round? Well, dildo on his saddle, what found?
Was that a reference to my below minimum wage job? You earning much from that paper round? Oh, a dildo on your saddle, well found. Oof! Your exercise is muscle bound. Your exercise really is muscle bound. I'm sure you'd love riding like a merry-go-round. Oh, that's clever. There is no dildo on my saddle for my BMX and bike, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. But that's clever. Diss tracks don't have to be entirely true. It's banter, you know. I'm more than happy for a few lies to slip in there. But your no pun intended, by the way. Your exercise really is muscle bound. I'm sure you'd love riding like a merry-go-round. I like that like little metaphor there. That was cool. I just seen something about David Lloyd, which was mentioned last time. So let's say this.
Your exercise really is muscle bound. I'm sure you love riding like a merry-go-round. You have a David Lloyd's membership. You never fucking use it. We can all tell by your shape. You look like a human crossed with an ape. You will never.
You look like a human crossed with an ape. That's brilliant. This is so much better than the last one, and I love it. You have a David Lloyd's membership and you never fucking use it. That is a lie. I'm gonna put that out there, but that's that. I get the, you know, I'm getting the theme. You know, my theme with your tracks is incest, and mine is clearly that I don't use my David Lloyd's membership when I do, and I can prove it. But we can all tell by your shape you look like a human crossed with an ape. If you can't actually tell, I focus on my arms and legs. I don't care about my core strength, which is, you know, why you. Fair enough, I look pretty overweight. I'm not overweight, just thought I'd point that out. But I don't look at, you know, it kind of looks out of proportion compared to, like, my arms and my legs. But BMX doesn't really help with your core muscles. It really is more just your arms and legs, which is why my arms and legs are substantially stronger than my core is. I feel like if I try pull-ups, I can do, like, 3. And if I try sit-ups, I can hardly even do them. But anything to do with my arms and legs is substantially more healthy. But enough of me trying to defend myself. I look like a human crossed with an ape. That's all. That's the important thing I've gathered from this. I'm going to put this back 5 seconds because I think I'll skip the beginning of the next line.
Never fucking use it. We can all tell by your shape. You look like a human crossed with an ape. You will never be on my caliber. I'll make your rap sound like a murmur. You already have enough haters, so I'm just going to hit you harder.
That was nice. That was smooth. You'll never be on my caliber. I'll make your rap sound like a murmur. Bit of a weak rhyme there. But, yeah, even with harder, it's a bit of a weak one. But you already have enough haters, so I'm just going to hit you harder. I feel like hate you harder was either what that was meant to be or would work better. Now, this is a reference to my track now coming up.
You said back and down is now my style. Don't talk style with that hairstyle. This has turned infantile, but I've made it worthwhile.
I'm not gonna lie, in some of these bits, it sounds like he's reading a book. It's just like, I know he's trying to break the monotone, which I appreciate. You know, that's awesome that he's doing that, but he does honestly sound like he's reading a book for some of it. Like, if you catch my drift, I don't know if you guys get that or not, but I'm getting that kind of vibe. But you said backing down is now my style. You don't talk style with that hairstyle. This has turned infantile, but I've made it worthwhile. The hairstyle thing, I will completely admit. Well, I don't even know what this thing is right now, to be honest. It's long, it's messy, I like it, fucking deal with it. That's basically all it is. What's a diss track if you're repeating your bars? Hang on.
What's the diss track if you're repeating your bars? That isn't going to make you a superstar. Never mind having fancy cars, why don't you just stick to playing guitar?
That was partly insult, partly compliment, and partly didn't make sense. What is a diss track if you're repeating your bars? It's called a chorus. Most songs have them. Just thought I'd say. That isn't going to make you a superstar. Well, it is, because successful songs usually have a chorus. You Love Down Like That, and it has a chorus. Beside the point. Never mind having fancy cars. I don't intend on buying a fancy car. I want a car that's practical for me to carry my BMX around with. And why don't you just stick to playing guitar? Thank you. You appreciate that guitar is going to make me a superstar. Thank you. I know I didn't directly mean that, but it did kind of mean that at the same time. We're nearly at the end already, so this video isn't as draining as the last one was. And the track is classic and funny, and I like it. This is substantially better than the last one.
My win is something we ain't never gonna debate. Fuck off and make your drumstick vibrate. Give me space, time to elevate. Hurry up, Eggy, you're gonna be late.
I'm loving this. My win is something we are never gonna debate. you want to make that flow better. I know you don't really need this right now, but I'd use this term like up for debate. So like my win is something. Actually, no, because either way it's going to be a bit. My win is something up for debate. My win will never be something up for debate. It's more the same syllables. That's a tough line to make work there, so that's fair enough. Fuck off and make your drumstick vibrate. Again, a reference to the rumour of drumsticks and my behind. Give me space, time to elevate. Hurry up, Eggy, you're going to be late. So that's a reference to me being late for a lot of things because I'm not very good at time managing. Give me space, time to elevate. That's another good line. I'm liking the kind of things we've got going on here. I'm assuming he's going to say something at the end as well. He might not, because this seems a bit more serious. Yeah, he's fading out. Okay. Alright. Honestly, that was sick. Like, that was banging. Like, that is a tune. Flow is a bit off in some situations. You know, you could be a bit clearer in certain areas. But otherwise, that is a solid track. You know, that is... You know, you can tell it's homemade and you can tell it's, like, not made by a proper musician or a proper rapper. But it's good. Like, you compare it to your other one, like, it was longer, but it was trash. Like, this one is short and good. Kind of like your... Never mind. I'm joking, because that was kind of a compliment anyway. But listen. Right. Very good track. Very good effort. Very well made. Very well done. Let's comment on it, saying... Great track, bro. Substantial. I know you can't read this for absolute crap, by the way, but that my OBS doesn't output the right quality if I don't do that because my computer's trash, which will be sorted sooner or later, but for now you're going to have to put up with a terrible quality. Great track, bro. Substantial improvement on the last. And we'll comment that because, as again, this is a friendly thing, not a angry, aggressive thing. So this also isn't going to be edited because I'm also about to make another video reacting to Logan Paul's diss track, which I'm not going to obviously react to KSI's react. I'm going to react to the actual track. I hope that's actually on the internet and that's not just KSI reacting to a private video. I'll hopefully find that out the hard way. But otherwise, I'm going to be reacting to that as well. And so I don't have time to edit these videos because I'm doing a double upload. One of them might be tomorrow just to kind of space things out. But yeah, in terms of replying, Ollie White, not the famous YouTuber, the other guy I was talking about in my previous video who said this one was good, he's supposedly writing one on me as well. So in terms of the reply, that was awesome. If Ollie's is good as well, I will reply and I will get both of them in one track. I will diss them both if that's good as well. I think that's a fair deal because that was sick. And if you can get another one out, if Ollie can do well on this other one, I will release this dual track on both of them. But otherwise, next video is going to be me reacting to KSI's diss track. Sorry, Logan Paul's diss track. I saw KSI's face. Logan Paul's diss track. And yeah, we're gonna end that here. Thanks for watching this video. I'm not going to do an intro for this like I have on my other ones because I don't really have an intro for this kind of video. When I said I was going to do the piano and the BMX and all that, this doesn't really have an intro, so it's not going to have one. This is going to be a video, as you've already seen, and I'm literally ranting on about random bullshit right now, so I'm going to cut this off before I lose my voice. Thanks for watching, see you next time, peace. This is going to be a really bad transition because my OBS is open, so check this.